I remember when we were in the Star Lab and Chris was talking about how, like you're seeing it here under a inflatable dome, well imagine out into a really wild place. And he mentioned Idaho, and that's when I first started thinking about it.
Greetings, my name is Chris Adkins, naturalist with Dallas County Conservation. There's a good chance that somewhere in your elementary or middle school days we crossed paths. Perhaps with a field day that your class took to one of the wild places in Dallas County. And we invited you to explore wildness and your relationship to nature. Now as a high school student, we'd like to invite you to another adventure. For the past 27 years, Dallas County Conservation has invited high school students to go on a wilderness backpacking trek to the largest piece of wilderness left in the lower 48. Again, you can now ask, what is wildness? What's my relationship to it? And what will be its role in my life? Let's consider taking this first step together. This video is an invitation. Where of this trek begins here in Iowa on your elementary and middle school field days, but now in high school, we're inviting you to traverse the continent, travel all the way to north central Idaho to a place known as the Selway Bitterroot Wilderness. At 3.5 million acres, it is the largest piece of wildness in the lower 48.
So this will be an 11-day backpacking trip where we're going to engage you to learn about using some of the equipment that we have here for backpacking, along with a volunteer work project out on the trail.
We will loan you the necessary gears to outfit your backpacking trek. Trekkers will participate in a number of orientation meetings to teach you the necessary skill set for wilderness travel. You'll be trained in leave no trace wilderness principles so that you can shoulder your pack and sally forth into the wild. The unique feature of this trek is that participants have the opportunity to partner with the U.S. Forest Service as a volunteer on a stewardship work project.
Really what I got out of it, and I experienced this just on the first day too, just the friendship that I was gonna have with all the people that were going, even though they were still like a couple years older than me, I still talk to them to this day.
I'm going to paraphrase Rain Dumel. He's a French spiritualist, parasurrealist, poet, and writer. He basically wrote, "One can climb, one can see, one descends and no longer sees."
Look into the smiling faces of these pack trekkers. Can you picture yourself here in the wilds? Prior backpacking experience is not a prerequisite for this trek. This trek is open to any high school student with an openness and desire to front the rigors, challenges, and rewards of wilderness travel. Come explore the role of nature and wildness in your life.
They say the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. We'll be taking that first step during the last 2 weeks of July to the first week of August. It'll be an 11-day backpacking trip, so we invite you to take that first step with us then.
Very few people get the opportunity to climb and see. Even fewer people in Iowa.
You know, I don't think I would have done this on my own, to be honest, but like, the opportunity was there and I knew it was like a once-in-a-lifetime experience pretty much, and I just had to take it.
So growing up as children, we all have these experiences where we like to explore our surroundings, use our imaginations, adventure into the unknown. And that's kind of what I was looking for in high school going on this trip, is the chance to get out and go to a new place, with 4 million acres of wildness. And I definitely got that experience out of it. Something I didn't necessarily see coming out of it was you get out in the wilderness and it doesn't matter what brand of clothes you're wearing, it doesn't matter what you know or who you know. It gives you a chance to really peel back the layers that society places on you, the expectations and stereotypes, and really look inside yourself and figure out who you are. And when you're doing that with a small group of people and working hard together, it also gives you the chance to let other people see you for who you are, which is something really important that it's hard to find outside of a place like that.
I climbed a mountain, literally, physically, climbed a mountain. But I climbed another mountain. Coming of age mountain, if you will. I found my place in the world. I found out where my Jenga block fits perfectly into that puzzle. If you think you might be a Jenga block, I would highly recommend this trip. It's incredible what Jenga blocks can build.
Well, there you have it. I hope this video has piqued your curiosity. I hope we've introduced you to the idea of this opportunity, this adventure, and that you're ready to take the next step. Look at the description box here below the video, and it'll direct you to register for an upcoming Zoom meeting where you can gain more information and consider walking this path with us. Let's take the next step.